Imagine arriving in China 400 years ago, only to discover that nothing could be sounded out. Every word had to be memorized. Every character was a mystery. So a group of European missionaries came up with a bold idea: teach Chinese with an alphabet. And it all began with one remarkable book. What separates people is not only mountains and oceans, but also language and writing. Every language carries the history, wisdom, and experience of its own civilization. Yet throughout history, our desire to communicate has always been stronger than our differences. People searched for common ground, finding certainty in mathematics, harmony in music, and new ways to bridge entirely different systems of thought. At the same time, whether through everyday exchanges or diplomacy between nations, the work of translating languages and ideas never stopped. This is the story of two languages meeting for the very first time. In Europe, languages based on the Latin alphabet are built from a limited set of sounds. Just over 20 letters can be combined to form countless words. Writing, at its core, is a way of recording speech. Chinese works differently. Chinese characters do not spell pronunciation. Instead, each character carries meaning through its own unique written form. A single character often represents a complete idea. This created a fundamental difference between the two systems. In alphabetic languages, pronunciation can be written down directly. In Chinese, however, the sound of a character is hidden behind its written form. For the first Europeans arriving in China, the challenge was not simply unfamiliar vocabulary, it was an entirely different way of representing language. The first attempt to use the Roman alphabet to record Chinese pronunciation began with the Jesuit missionary Matteo Ricci. In 1605, his work, The Miracle of Western Words, quickly circulated within Jesuit circles. So when Nicolas Trigault arrived in China, he already carried Ricci's romanization guide. Whenever he encountered a character he could neither read nor understand, he consulted the book. To the Chinese scholar Han Yun, who had never seen an alphabetic writing system, the method was astonishing. At Han's request, Trigault taught him how alphabetic spelling worked. In return, Han, an expert in Chinese phonology, shared his own knowledge of traditional Chinese sound studies. Their collaboration benefited both sides. Drawing on Chinese rhyme dictionaries such as Hongwu Zhengyun, Trigault refined Ricci's system, developing a more systematic understanding of Chinese phonology and introducing a number of new concepts and terms. Not long afterward, Trigault traveled to Shanxi, where he met the renowned scholar Wang Zheng. Together, they carefully examined and verified every part of the manuscript. Wang Zheng then expanded and refined the work, bringing it to its final form. In 1626, an Aid to the Eyes and Ears of Western Literati was officially published in Xi'an. The book consists of 6 volumes, divided into 3 sections. The first explains the phonetic principles behind both Chinese and Western sound systems. The second arranges Chinese characters according to their romanized pronunciation, allowing readers to find characters by sound. The third organizes characters by the number of their strokes, with romanized pronunciation added, making it possible to look up pronunciation from the written character. An Aid to the Eyes and Ears of Western Literati opened an entirely new path for the study of Chinese phonology, introducing a phoneme-based approach to understanding the language. Originally created to help Western missionaries learn Chinese, it later became an important reference for Chinese scholars studying the sounds of their own language. In the late Qing dynasty and the early Republic, reformers such as Wang Zheng launched the phonetic script movement. After the founding of the People's Republic of China, linguists including Zhou Yuguang and Lu Jiwei adapted the internationally used Latin alphabet to create the modern Hanyu Pinyin system in 1958, the very system that Chinese children still learn in school today. Since the globalization of the 1970s, language has become far less of a barrier to communication. Today, with the help of large language models, even those with no foreign language background can confidently connect with the wider world. Translation is no longer a prerequisite for understanding. We can now experience the ideas, stories, and goodwill of different civilizations more easily than ever before. Hello, world.